The funniest person I know. The funniest is the
You're now tuned in. You are now tuned in.
He's the funniest in the world.
To the hottest podcast with your host, Big Holla.
I'm back again, and I get to talk to my G's and my OGs about my favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles. Look, man, if you're new to the channel and you like content like this, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to like, I need you to comment, I need you to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss this work. Look, the Eagles are open to a trade with Quez Watkins. And look, man, I'm really on the fence about how I feel about that because Quez was one of those guys. He was one of those guys that I had high hopes for starting this season. Quez has blazing speed, and it's hard to defend a player like that, especially at the third wide receiver spot. But for some reason, Quez just had a down year. This is his third season, and this is the worst season he's had all 3 years. So I'm definitely open as well with seeing what we can get for Quez. I know we probably won't get much. The highest we'll probably get is probably a 4th round pick. So I'm open to seeing if we can get anything. If not, I'm also cool with keeping Quez. So Glenn Schumann will return to the Georgia Bulldogs after interviewing with the Eagles. He will not join this Philadelphia team. The Eagles interview Sean Desai for the second time. He had 2 interviews. He was a former DC for Chicago and Miami. Sean Desai spent 1 year as a DC with the Bears in 2021. He was 2nd in pass defense, 4th in sacks, and 5th in total yards per game. So that tells me that this guy can play defensive coordinator. This guy does have a really good scheme because the Bears weren't that good last year. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. The Bears were one of those teams that nobody was afraid of. You know, we know that they're an up-and-coming team, but he still found a way to make that one of the most dominant defenses in the league. And the Eagles, they just have way more talent on the defensive side of the ball. So if we were to choose a coach like Sean Desai, I would definitely be happy about that because the Eagles have to hurry up and choose an OC and choose a DC because the combine is right around the corner. So we'll see what happens there. We should be seeing in the next day or two, if not tomorrow, who we'll choose as the OC and DC for the Philadelphia Eagles. So real quick, I want to get into something. Devontae Smith was seen in a walking boot at the Sixers game. It was the Sixers versus Boston. He got a jersey signed from Tatum, which I'm cool with. I've seen a lot of people get upset, but I'm cool with that. It is what it is. I'm not tripping. But he's definitely in the walking boot. There's no report saying that he will be out for any length of time, and I think that he will be ready when it's time for him to go. So, look, how do you guys feel about the NFL canceling the QB sneak tush push rule, whatever that's called? You know, because we were like one of the best teams in the league when it came to that QB sneak. It was like we were like over 95%. You know, and being successful with that play. So how do y'all feel about the NFL trying to take away that secret play? Well, it ain't secret, but take away a play that we use so much and we're very dominant because we have a really good offensive line. I think that the NFL just kind of want to take anything that the Eagles have good, that we do good. Look, man, I don't see the problem. It's man on man, pause, strength against strength, and we just were a better team. But it is what it is. But make sure y'all leave a comment below and let me know how y'all feel about them trying to cancel that rule. Should the Eagles be looking into a player like Bobby Wagner at the linebacker positions, especially with us not being able to obtain or keep TJ Edwards or Kaiser White? Should the Eagles be looking for that veteran presence at the linebacker spot? Look, man, my opinion in that is I would love to get a player like Bobby Wagner. I think he spent 1 year with the Rams last year, and that team was trash. You know, let's keep it a buck. They just was on a Super Bowl hangover. That's basically what that is. But I think bringing a player like Bobby Wagner to the Philadelphia Eagles would definitely help us and definitely improve us at the defensive linebacker spot. But we'll see. So shout out to Bobby Wagner, and hopefully he becomes a Philadelphia Eagle. And if he doesn't, oh well. Real quick, a good question I want to talk about is, should the Eagles think about trading for a guy like Jalen Ramsey, another guy that was that's on that that Rams team? To me, I would love to have a player like Ramsey, another veteran guy. You know, he's definitely one of the top 5 cornerbacks in this league. He did have a down season, but, you know, we really can't blame that on him because the Rams was trash. I'm going to say it again. They just weren't a good team last year. So would y'all be opposed, or would y'all be for the Eagles picking up a guy like Jalen Ramsey? I would love it. I just don't think it'll happen because of the money situation. Like I said, the Eagles have about roughly $10 million in cap. There is ways that how we can restructure different deals to give us more cap. At the end of the day, I definitely think that the Eagles could restructure Darius Slay's contract. That might be one of the contracts that we probably take care of first, that maybe free up around $13 million. So, you know, what do you do in that situation? Because we definitely would love a player like Jalen Ramsey, but I just don't see it happening because the cap room is kind of iffy this year. So another thing I want to talk about real quick is Jalen received the Offensive Player of the Year award. He deserved it. Jalen was one of those guys this year. Jalen was the guy that everybody said couldn't throw. Jalen was the weak point of this offense, is what everybody said early on before the season started, and he ended up being the Player of the Year. So kudos to Jalen. Congratulations to you. It is what it is. So I want to get into something else. The Eagles have agreed to another year and to give a raise to a highly regarded special team coordinator, Michael Clay. And look, man, in my opinion on that, I feel like that's well deserved. I feel like Clay did his job. This special teams did not play up the standards in the Super Bowl, but they definitely played well all season. You know, we definitely had a few issues in past seasons, but this season he cleaned that up, you know, and we didn't allow a bunch of plays on special teams. So shout out to him. Congratulations. And we look to seeing you here next year. The Eagles also have proposed a rule change to the NFL Competition Committee that would allow teams to attempt a 4th and 15 play to maintain ball possession when kicking off as an alternate to an onside kick. They will need 24 out of 32 votes to have that rule passed. That's like, I think the XFL does that. I think the XFL has that rule, and I think it was against the Sea Dragons or whoever, I don't know, but that was a play that really worked out for them, and they actually came back and won the game. I think it was A.J. McCarron, one of the quarterbacks that played at Alabama. So I think that rule would probably be good. I think it'll be a good rule. You know, it's definitely out of the ordinary, and a lot of people probably like, no, that's not the way we do things in NFL, but I think it'll be a good rule. It's something to think about, especially if the Philadelphia Eagles think, you know, that it's something good, and, you know, teams can capitalize and get back in the games with that 4th and 15 rule. But we'll see. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Leave a comment down below and let me know if y'all think that rule should be added to the NFL policies. Another thing that kind of I've been reading up is I think John Gannon is probably trying to get James Bradbury over to the Cardinals, and that seems about right. You know, because I'm pretty sure that the Cardinals are looking for players that are comfortable playing in John Gannon's scheme, even though he will be the head coach. I'm not sure if he'll have have a say in what goes on the defensive side of the ball. But he definitely is comfortable with James Bradbury. So I can definitely see something like that happening, especially with Bradbury about to have a huge payday. He is about to get paid. So will the Cardinals be a team that goes after Bradbury? Hey, it is what it is. Like I said, I love James Bradbury. I think he's a great player. I would love to see him in an Eagle jersey. It would just make things easier for us, and we would be able to spend that top 10 pick somewhere else other than the cornerback. But as long as Bradbury may be leaving, us picking the cornerback might be an option. So another thing I want to get into real quick, it's a kind of off topic, but Carson Wentz was released by the commies. That freed up over $28 million. To me, I got a big question, after hearing about something like that. And this is definitely is something to worry about because they are in our division. Could the commies be making room for a big contract for a quarterback like Lamar Jackson? I know that reports came out that Eric Bieniemy was going to go with Sam Howell, but you just never know. People say things and then do different things. So if Washington was able to acquire a player like Lamar Jackson and put him in this division, that would be tough for us. But hey, it is what it is. More competition. We'll really be the beast of the East for real. But one thing I do not want to hear this. I've been hearing it already, and it's kind of got me tripping. I do not want to hear Carson Wentz back to the Philadelphia Eagles backing up Jalen Hurts. No, absolutely not. I don't want to see it. I don't even want to think about that. So let's not talk about that. Let's not even talk that into existence. But look, man, if you watching this right now and you still liking this content, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to like. I need you to comment. I need you to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss this work. But look, man, how to out of here? Peace.